Helena, Harvey, Angela, Charles. They all live in this residence hall. Even Malik lives here. Interesting. All the students in the experiment live in this residence hall. Except for me, of course. I'm the token gypsy.
Good day, Miss Everett.
Hi. I need to talk to you about something.
Be my guest.
I need to talk to you about something that's going on with my employer, Dr. Stiles.
Yes?
He's running an experiment in the basement of Dread Hill House. There are 6 students, and he has us visualize exercising. It seemed harmless, but then things started getting weird. And I couldn't find any traces of dye at the pool, not even in the filters. But I'm not really worried about the pool. It's the track that's the real challenge.
Yes. Being a puzzle man, I find it most intriguing.
Oh, but it's not a puzzle. I know exactly what's going on. This is someone's grand game. Someone trying to get into the Daedalus Club. Obviously, there's a magician involved. The wind at the track and the shape in the pool were classic misdirects, distracting the witnesses while the lines were painted and the pool was dyed.
Naturally. One would think that.
Unfortunately, Stiles is the perfect victim. He's a recluse, and his published articles make it clear that he's a chump for the supernatural. If I got a copy of his experiment plan, anyone could have gotten it. Someone is using it to plot these stunts.
If it is a game, it's an original one. Brilliant, in fact.
Yes, I guess it is brilliant. Brilliant and awful. Do you know of anyone who might be designing a grand game right now? Maybe someone with ties to Oxford? You must know all the magicians in this area.
My dear, the club has members from all over the world and thousands of regular customers. There's always someone running a game. Indeed. A solution occurs to me. You yourself are running the game, and telling me is your way of alerting the Daedalus Club.
It's not my game.
Pity. I liked that solution.
But don't you see? People could get hurt. Dr. Stiles for one, but also students. The people who've witnessed these events have been terrified.
Oh, but being terrified can be thrilling. It gives one something to talk about in old age. In any case, it doesn't sound like any serious harm has been done. Not yet, anyway. But if it truly isn't your game, then I'd suggest you look at the other students in the experiment. You know what they say. There's always a plant in the house.
Of course, you're right. One of them has to be in on it. Thank you.
Smile for the camera, Samantha.
Hi.
I knew you were a magician.
I was just window shopping.
Yeah, right. They have some great stuff in there. I got some fake vomit for a film scene last week.
Lucky you. What are you doing here anyway? Were you following me?
In your fantasies, your hot, fevered, sign-me-up fantasies. When do we start?
Forget it, Kinderman. And you didn't answer the question.
I was just shooting some B-roll, but excuse me for breathing. My mother never did, but that doesn't mean you can't. Hey, check out those eyebrows. Classic.
all the students in the experiment key. That would have been helpful 5 minutes ago. I don't have time to search her computer, and I don't think I'd find very interesting stuff anyway. I have to admit, I didn't even expect to find books in her room. More than meets the eye? This is definitely Helena's drawer. There's some paperwork about her student enrollment, but nothing about magic or conspiracy that I can see. This is definitely Helena's drawer. There's some paperwork about her student enrollment, but nothing about magic or conspiracy that I can see. Totally Helena. It's locked. Why would Helena keep a locked box in her own room? It's locked. It's a paper fairy that Angela made. Helena would kill me if she knew I had this key. That's the key to Helena's door. It's too big for the lock on the box.
Sam, what are you doing in here?
I wanted to talk to you, and the door was open, so fine. I'm really freaked out about these events on campus. Someone is setting up Styles, and I think one of the Lambs Club is involved. So, I'm playing detective.
What did you see in here?
Nothing. Anyway, you're not exactly at the top of my suspect list.
I must be doing something wrong then. I might let you live, if you give me the dish on everyone else. Who else have you been snooping on, Sherlock? Do tell, and make it good, and preferably nasty.
Well... Angela knew Dr. Styles before the experiment. I asked her about it, and she said she saw him walking down the street next to the campus one day, after the accident. But that's got to be a lie. Styles doesn't come on campus. He won't even leave the house. He's so self-conscious about his face.
Maybe she forgot when it was.
Maybe.
Anyway, that's hardly incriminating evidence. She's too much of an odd bird to be involved with a conspiracy, if you ask me.
Malik is the grad student of Styles' biggest enemy on campus, a man named Linkweller. I have a feeling he'd stop at nothing to ruin Dr. Styles.
Is he? Now that is suspicious. Not to mention rude.
I need a camera for tonight, but I don't want to just take it. Helena would probably let me borrow it if I asked. I noticed you have a camera. Would you mind if I borrowed it, just for a day or two?
Take it. I never use it. What's the fun of photographs if you're behind the camera and can't be in them?
Thanks. I'm going to get evidence with this camera tonight. Maybe even a picture of the perpetrator.
I'm out. I'm not contributing any more to your tuition today, sir.
Your luck was just turning.
Forget it. I'll be late for class.
Room 204. This is Charles's room. Charles, it's me, Sam. Or not. That's the bolt of the lock. The lock bolt is controlled by the knob. I think if it's set correctly, the door won't lock when you close it. Hi, I was wondering if you'd let me in 204.
And why would I do that?
I'm delivering Girl Scout cookies.
Oh yeah? I don't see any cookies.
They're really small.
Those cookies look big enough to me, darling. How about you give me a sample?
You're a pig.
You're the one who brought it up.
He borrowed a book from me, and I need it back, right away.
You want me to break my personal code of ethics for that? It won't happen.
I'm Charles's girlfriend. I thought I might surprise him.
You're the third girl this week who claimed to be his girlfriend. How about I let you into my room, huh? And you can surprise me.
Oh, so tempting. But no thanks. He's crying out for a little trickery, but which one should I use? So what's your game?
Jin, want to play? £5 a game and no crying to the authorities if you lose.
Gin's okay, I guess. But I've got a faster game. That is, unless you can only play Gin.
I can beat you at any game invented, sweetheart. What is it?
It's called Divide and Conquer. I used to play this game with my brother. He thought he was smarter than I was, and could beat me at everything. My mother used a divide and conquer strategy to solve our arguments. Like having my brother divide up a tray of French fries, and then I would get to choose which plate I wanted.
That's stupid. I'd just make one plate look like it had more, but really put more on the other plate.
He tried that, but I'd always get the better of him.
Either your brother was a half-wit or you're lying.
Want to bet on it? I'll bet £10 each round. If I get to £30, I win.
Okay.
Okay, now deal out some cards, face up. Anywhere from 5 to 12 cards. Your choice.
Damn it! You just obliterated my profit for the week.
You have cash?
You rigged that game somehow.
Too bad you couldn't figure out how. Pay up, please.
Wasn't there something else you wanted? Earlier?
That's right. I wanted you to let me into Charles's room.
Swap?
Okay. Nice doing business with you.
Yeah, wonderful.
Mangas, games, DVDs, totally matching Charles's shyness. Wow, he really is a nerd. I want to believe. I guess Charles has an interest in sci-fi. Nothing of interest in there. It's an issue of Scientific American, with an article by Dr. Stiles. But Charles acted like he'd never heard of Dr. Stiles. He sure had me fooled. Charles has more of an interest in Dr. Stiles than he let on. Suspicious much? Hey, this doesn't look anything like Charles. And it's dated just 1 year ago. Could Charles Eddington be using someone else's identity? I better take this along as evidence. Charles's mom's number. I should save her number in my cell phone. It might come in handy someday. There. I put the number in my cell phone memory in case I ever need it. I found this in Charles's room. Over to the graduate wing, but an alarm will sound if I open it. Guess I'm not urgently in need of getting over there today. Room 306. Don't know the person who lives there. Room 304. No one I know. It's a fuse box. Room 302, Harvey's room. You there, Harv? He's not there. The entire works of Josephus in Greek, old issues of medical journals. Hey! I don't suppose you could let me into room 302. I loaned Harvey Kinderman a camera, and I have to get it back to my AV lab right away.
No.
Come on. I know you don't normally let people into other people's rooms, but this is urgent.
Not to me.
He's not going to relent. Damn it. I need to find the right trick. I can do that trick, but I'll need to get set up for it first. Might see it when he goes in. I need to disguise it a little so that it's not so obvious. Here, that will do nicely. I tucked the help me box into the toilet paper. That should keep anyone from noticing it if they see it lying around. I can do that trick.
Help me!
What the hell?
That will keep the door from locking when he leaves the room. Hey, I remember this movie. Pretty good one. Harvey's got taste. Good old Harv is kind of a slob. Hey, I remember this movie. Pretty good one. Harvey's got taste. He's got a lot of gear. I guess Daddy isn't totally against the film thing after all. Or Harvey has his own bank account. Guys, they never let go of toys, right? Gee, he's even got pictures of famous directors on his shelf. What's this? Notes for a new film? A mysterious disfigured scientist. A goth girl named Jimmy. Brain-sucking experiments? Is Kinderman pulling these pranks to stage his film? I'm going to find out. And if he is, I'm going to kill that twerp. Harvey's new screenplay sounds a little too familiar. I found this in Charles's room.
Oh my God! This is priceless!
It doesn't look anything like him. And the date on the back is just 1 year ago. I think Charles is an imposter.
Please! I recognize the mole on his neck. Lovely mole. Of course, it was a bit less lovely at the time.
No one can change that much in a year. Maybe it's a younger brother. If Charles had a record, he wouldn't want to register under his own name.
One word, hormones. This is definitely Charles. And if he looked like this a year ago, then he probably really is a virgin. God, I feel faint. Can I keep this?
No, I might need it as evidence.
Evidence of what? Ugly duckling syndrome? What a twist.
I found notes for a new screenplay in Harvey's room. 10 guesses what it's about.
Us?
Yeah, and the experiment. Tell me that's not suspicious.
Was there a description of me? Did he mention my nose? He said it was big, didn't he?
Helena!
I have a right to know.
No, his notes were free of comments on your proboscis.
Good. Am I the pretty one?
It wasn't all that fleshed out yet.
Darling, don't get all worked up. It's bad for your complexion.